take everything that I'm about to say in this video with a grain of salt. I think this dude Jacobi may have been around Melly, and he might be one of the little enforcers or one of the shooters, because if you listen to other YouTubers talk about this Jacobi dude, he wasn't no pushover, he wasn't no punk. So some things I'm pretty sure he hip to and he know what's going on, but I don't think he was around all the time. But it's interesting because if we had to paint a picture going off of this interrogation video, Melly may be found not guilty in the court of law, but Melly may have done something to the Juvie and Sack Chaser. He may have probably murdered these boys. I don't want to just flat out say it, but we're going to listen to this interrogation video, and Jacobi Mills pretty much give you an idea. He paints the picture of what happened leaving the studio. Y'all check.
Melly's friend Jacobi Mills has surfaced. He gives up details about the night of the murders and the morning after when everyone was at Fredo Bang's house.
What's going on, man? You didn't do anything wrong, man. I just want you. You're not to worry about. You're not in any trouble.
I already know what y'all here for. Here by dead and gone. I already know what y'all here for.
Well, it just which one were you close with?
Both of them. Every last one on.
Did you grow up with them?
Every last one on.
Who would you say you're close with, Sack or Juvie?
Sack. Went to high school with Juvie a little bit too.
And I just want to know what you saw that night.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like, y'all probably think I'm crazy. But tell you about this. That rap shit, that shit not where it's at, bro. We had a studio before we go to New Era Studio. So boom, we go home, we beat them, cause we 2 cars deep. We got the red car, we got the Jeep that we crashed. Remember the rental?
Yeah.
So boom, we go home to meet up with Sack them, cause it's me, Melly, Bortland, and AD, my dog AD.
Adrian Davis.
Adrian Davis. So boom, we go to the other studio. We go to home. Link up with them. Now we're going to the other studio with 2 cars deep.
Who was driving? Who was in what car? Who was driving?
And Bortland was driving. Sack was in the passenger seat. Melly was behind Bortland, and Juvie was behind Sack. We in the red car. It's Tay driving. Fetty in the front. He got dreads. AD right here behind Tay, and I'm getting in behind Fetty. But I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. I tried to go get in the car with what's the name of them, because Juvie had to go back inside and shit, get some weapons and shit, whatever. But when I tried to grab the door, I got pushed back to the red car. But nobody was there.
Who pushed you back to the red car?
Nobody. This God. I'm letting you know now, this is God. So I tried to do it again. That bitch put me back over there to the red car. Cause we back then, like, you put...
Yeah, I seen the video.
Yeah, so we were back then, right beside each other. So I tried to get in that bitch, that bitch wouldn't let me. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, what the f? So boom, now we following them home. They in front of us. But before we finally get off the I, they following us home.
Before we get too far ahead, when you guys left the recording studio, tell me the dynamics of who was in what vehicle.
That's what I just told you.
Oh.
When we left, Bort, Sack, Juvie, and Melly was in the Jeep. Me, Tay, Fetty, and AD was in the red car. So you got Bort driving in the Jeep, you got Sack in the passenger seat, you got Melly behind Bort, and you got Juvie behind Sack. So boom, we following them home, finally jump off the I. Now they following us home. But it's just like, you know, when you be in the studio from 12 to 6 in the morning, it's a normal day thing. So you know you feel me, like you ain't gonna really be sleepy like that.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, for some reason, this time everything was different, bro. Like me and AD got praying families, you know what I'm saying? We Christians and shit like that. We got real praying families. So it's like everybody else was lost. They weren't normal. I'm looking at these niggas like, these niggas not normal. This is not no normal shit. We come to the studio any other time, leave at 6 in the morning. We go straight home, get in the pool, turn up. Just been in the studio from 12 to 6, you get what I'm saying? So now I'm like, damn, these niggas acting weird. Yeah, 4 in that car, 4 in this car, that was with 2 cars deep. Everybody was acting weird, bro. Everybody. No cap, everybody was acting weird.
Was there any fighting in the studio?
No, but Sack did slap Bortland and AD in their shit though, cause they were going to sleep. Cause Sack was like, why come to the studio to go to sleep if we supposed to be in here working? We could have stayed home and did that, you know what I'm saying? So we was leaving, they was following us. So boom, we almost home. So you know when you go to the store, we get Rellos, shit like that. Yeah. That's a normal day thing. So me, my dog, Fetty, and AD sleep. So Tay driving. But Tay kept looking back for some reason, like, feel me, he just kept doing it. So shit, I'm in the back, I'm just like this. But cause we all drunk, so I had to make sure Tay driving straight, cause I can't just look back the whole time and he might crash. So I'm like looking back and forth. So me and Tay doing the same thing. We still see him though, cause we the only cars out right now. Feel me? We still see him.
There was no other cars behind you guys? No one following you or anything like that?
I don't know. That's the point. When we was on the eye, we ain't look back. You feel me? But once we got close to Miramar, we kept looking back, like make sure they were still behind us. They were still behind us till we passed the store.
The McDonald's and that.
Yeah, McDonald's, and after that they were gone.
You guys left the studio at 3:20. Did you guys make any stops from the studio to that McDonald's when you had visual behind you? Did you guys make any stops?
We didn't make no stops.
Did they make any stops?
No, they was behind us. When we left the studio, we following them the whole time.
Yeah.
At 3 in the morning, traffic on the highway ain't that heavy. So if you trailing somebody, let's just say 2 cars trailing each other. If you got 2 cars trailing each other on the highway at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's not hard to keep up with them. And you're gonna pretty much be able to see this car in your mirror, in the rearview. It's like during rush hour time, during the daytime, if you trailing 2 people during the daytime in rush hour traffic, if you live in the city, that's the most hectic time. Rush hour and 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock around, the evening time when everybody getting out of work. Everything is bumper to bumper. Your chances of trying to trail somebody in traffic like that is slim to none. It's gonna be hard to follow somebody unless you really get behind them in the slow lane or the express lane and y'all just stay there, just bump. And a lot of times when you see rappers travel back and forth, especially when they got an entourage and they out late night partying or they got studio sessions and stuff like that, you see these guys travel with a fleet of cars and everybody is behind each other. Where you're able to see what's in front of you, you're able to see what's behind you. It's not hard to keep up with each other. You watch each other, bumper to bumper, you follow each other to your destination, whether it's the next spot, whether you're going home. It's kind of like a form of security, and you watching each other's back and you making sure you get to your place safe. You make sure you're getting home safe or wherever you're going. And I feel like when you hear Jacobi explain that part and he just talks about how they left the studio, and you also hear the officer ask him, like the officer say, okay, so was anyone trailing you guys? I kind of somewhat believe when he's describing bits and pieces of that, because that don't seem far-fetched. Unless they just were keeping this dude out of the loop of what was going on, I feel like what he's describing to the officers, he's just trying to figure out himself where stuff could have went wrong when they get to the house. He said once they get to the house, then they just sitting outside. No Melly, no Portland, no Juvie, no Sack. The black truck that all 4 of them leaving the studio, and it has yet to show up to the house. And this is when he starts to just, get a little worried, like, okay, where they at? Because we've been sitting out here 30 minutes, like, they ain't pulled in yet. And at first when I heard it, I was thinking that he was like saying that they had to stay outside and wait on Melly because they didn't have a key to get in. No, this is just them still just trying to make sure we all make it home safe. So we just gonna stay here and wait till they pull in, I guess, and then that's when we gonna all go in at the same time. But they sit out there and waited so long to eventually they go in because Melly was a no-show. The car never did show up.
We went to the house. We did not go in the house for 30 minutes. We sat in the car because they didn't pull up yet.
So you were waiting?
We waiting to make sure them boys come. They ain't coming. We ain't even try to call them, bro. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, it's like something was controlling us. Like, but I'm the only one to see it though. Don't everybody else control though. You feel me? They acting weird. I'm the only one like it's trying to get me at the same time, but I'm the only one still like, damn, what's wrong with you niggas? Like, y'all acting like this, folks. Like, y'all niggas don't do this shit on a normal day. Like a bitch really did drug their ass. So it's like, boom, we sitting in the yard waiting. They ain't come for 30 minutes. Literally, like, I'm telling you, we did not. They ain't come for 30 minutes. They went to sleep, except for me and Tay. Me and Tay in the same room, still up. You feel me? Tay
Were you worried at that point?
Yeah, I'm worried, but I ain't calling, you feel me? I ain't, cause look, in our mind, we always smoking. So stop by the stove, get Rellos, come home, or get some food or whatever, then come home. So that's in our mind, like, them boys gonna stop by the stove, probably at McDonald's, the line probably long as fuck, feel me? So that's all we thinking.
You also hear the officer ask Jacobi, was anyone following them when they left the studio? And that instantly struck something, like it struck a nerve, the answer that Jacobi gave, because if you remember Bortland's statement, this all started from a drive-by, allegedly, where someone was shooting at them on the freeway when they was getting ready to get off the exit. So just by him saying that he don't think no one was chasing them, no one was behind them.
Yeah.
We still see them.
There was no other cars behind you guys? No one following you or anything like that?
I don't know, that's the point. When we was on the eye, we ain't look back, you feel me? But once we got close to Miramar, we kept looking back, like, make sure they were still behind us. They were still behind us till we passed the stove.
McDonald's and that.
Yeah, McDonald's, and after that, they were gone.
Again, take everything with a grain of salt. Take it for what you want to take it for. I'm just breaking down the interrogation. If it don't sound right, because it just don't add up. Everyone goes in the house eventually and falls asleep. Jacobi said that he didn't go to sleep. He ended up staying up later than the other guys because he's still, just hoping that Sack, Juvie, Borland, and Melly at some point is going to show up. He said the reason why he didn't go to sleep was because Sack was known for pranking people in their sleep.
Tay finally done fell asleep. I'm still up. I'm up by myself. I'm still up. I'm on my phone, like, I'm trying to stay up as long as I can because I'm waiting for them. Look, I'm going to tell you about Sack another thing. When we leave the studio, we at the house. If you sleep, you getting pranked. You know what I'm saying?
You get what?
You get pranked, like ketchup, syrup, water, everything. So you getting pranked. So now, I'm thinking like, shit, I ain't going to sleep because I ain't finna be the first one pranked, you feel me? I'm gonna at least help do the pranking. They ain't finna, what, you feel me?
Well, he still is just, in good hope. Like, ain't nothing dumb going on. Like, they on the way. They cool. They gonna be here. They probably just stop for something. But next thing you know, he end up just dozing off. And when he doze off and go to sleep, he started getting strange phone calls.
So now I'm still up, but I'm trying to stay up, but I'm going to sleep low key. So when I found like my phone just dropped, like my phone just laid down, like my hand laid down. I just went to sleep. Boom, my mama calling. Mine was like four something by now. I look at it, I ain't answer it though, cause it's 4 something, you feel me? I'm like,
you want to pick up your mom at 4 o'clock in the morning?
But I wasn't, you feel me? I wasn't thinking. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like everything telling us not to think and not to do. So I'm not thinking. So then mama called again. I ain't answered. But my sister called right after my mama called. I answered. I was like, what's up? And I was like, matter of fact, never mind. Let me just call my mama. Hung up on her, called my mama back. She was like, hello? She was breathing hard. She was like, somebody said y'all all dead. Somebody called and said y'all all dead. I said, what? See how I'm getting the chills now?
Damn. Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I had, but the chills was worse than that.
Still, no Melly, no Bortland, no Juvie, no Sack. Where is the second vehicle? Because now it's like the only people, Jacobi, if we going off of what he said, the only people that's in the house when he get the phone call saying that they all dead is the 4 people that showed up in the red truck. That's him and the 3 other guys. That's not Juvie, Sack, Melly, and Borland. That truck still hadn't came yet. So when he jumps up, off instinct, you search for everybody that's in the house first because you know who came. Now you search and you start calling the ones that's not here because they might be the ones that's dead.
Room, cause like we got upstairs and downstairs. Tay room in the middle, you got board room, then you got juvie room across. So I run the juvie room. I say juvie. But all I seen was Fetty. I ain't see Juvie. So I say, boom, I ran right across the Portland room. I say, Portland. I ain't see Portland. So then I go down, I ain't go downstairs, but I went to the end of the hallway where the balcony shit basically at, where Drew was sleeping at. I say, Drew, get up. Not Melly, but I said, get up. Somebody called, my mama called and said, we all dead, bro. Melly, them not here, ain't nobody here. Get up, bro, see what's going on. I yelled downstairs, I say, AD, see a sack of Melly in the room. He already sleep in the sack room. Mm-hmm. He had ran to the stairway because he heard me talking crazy, like, man, what the fuck going on? He looking lost, like, what's going on, bro? I say, man, go see a sack in his room, bro. My mama called and said, we all dead. Go see. Ran in that bitch. He say, no, he not in there. I said, run the metal room. See if he in there. He ran in that bitch. He say, no, he not in there. So I'm like, damn.
He eventually gets Melly on a FaceTime call. And Melly is at Fredo Bane's house. And he said when he answered the phone, Melly is just looking all mad and crazy. Just like he said, he keep just questioning, just want to wonder, like, why y'all boys left me? Like, man, that's messed up. Y'all boys left us out there like that.
Then I actually got looking at my phone. I see one missed call from Melly, but mind you, my mama called me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if you called me. You know what I'm saying? So I know what he did. He called and he ain't gonna let that bitch up. You feel me? He just called and hung that bitch up. So I'm like, Drew, call him. Then I say, Drew called and he ain't answer, so I called him again.
Real quick, what's your number?
772-65.
And that's the number he was calling that morning? Well, that's the number he called and hung up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then he called, hung up, and I'm like, damn. But mind you, now look at this. Everybody else in the house got one missed call except for Drew. Drew got 17 missed calls from Melly. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, all right, boom. Call Melly back. Call Melly. I say, Melly answer the phone. We're on FaceTime. He just holding the phone, looking mad. Like he just like you like basically saying like y'all niggas left us. Like y'all niggas ain't answering no phone call. Mm-hmm. Y'all niggas left us. Like I'm like, nigga, what you talking about? I'm like, man, what the
think about it. Now this is me. I'm just putting my opinion in this because this is just what I caught going back watching this interrogation video like 20 times. If we're going off of what this Jacobi dude is saying, and you just use your common sense, not what's in the court of law and all that stuff, what can be proven in the court and all that, you know, but just using common sense. Melly was building an alibi. And he was already on the phone making phone calls to paint the narrative as if he had just been involved in a drive-by shooting. And he called a friend Jacobi to let him know or make him feel guilty, I say. Because I guess at some point when they were following each other on the freeway, the cars ended up separating. So when the cars separated, this is when the shooting happened. And had you guys followed us, but if you listen to this dude in the interrogation, the only way for that to even possibly happen, use your common sense. Melly car would have to been in the front of the red vehicle, not behind. This guy said it out of his own mouth. He had to keep looking back because the rapper, the money, the bread is in the back when really in reality, that car should be in the front and we should be following. He said this out of his own mouth. I'm just going off of the video and just using my own common sense to make other people think. This ain't me. This is all opinion. And allegedly, this ain't me trying to accuse this man of nothing because he ain't been convicted of shit. But just think. Melly was building a narrative and an alibi to the way that this interrogation is going. It's like the person that's being interrogated is asking questions based on things that he done heard on the street. And some of the things that he may feel is fact based on the way that he know these people, the way he know these guys. And he trying to put his two and two together based on the questions that the officers are asking him, because he know the officers know something. He just don't know how much they know. And the officers know that he knows something. They just don't know if he lying or telling the truth. So it's like they both in here kind of trying to catch each other up a little bit, but I feel like it's not working in Jacobi's defense, because if you keep listening to the interrogation, he goes so deep into detail to where like he started incriminating himself, just telling too damn.
It was with it. It was with the area. I'm gonna tell you straight up, like I found the 40. That bitch had blood all over it. It had a cover wrapped around it with blood all over it.
Where were they found?
In the woods. But I'm gonna tell you something though. We couldn't find that tech though.
And what's the tag?
A 9mm, ain't it?
Okay.
Unless you can get 2 different colors. I don't know. I don't really know guns like that. You feel me? I just know 9mm, 40, this and that. All guns look the same type of shit. So I don't really know them shit like that. I just know the black shit that I went to grab with the shit on it. It was a 40, a HD.
You grabbed it first?
Yeah, I seen it. I just seen a blue thing with blood on it. So I'm like, I tried to keep the 40 to bring that bitch down this way. I tried to keep that bitch, but
who took it?
They managed it.
That sounds like to me tampering with evidence, if I'm using the right terminology. I don't know, it just seemed like he made himself a part of the situation when he decided to go look for the weapon, go look for the gun. If you felt like anything was fishy about what Melly was saying and what was going on, and you felt like Melly was lying, and Melly did something to them boys, and you got all that love and respect for him, I feel like the smart thing to do probably would have just been to distance yourself from all of that until the streets start talking, until you get clarity on what's going on. The dumbest thing you could have did was go help this man look for the gun, go look for the weapon. You made yourself pretty much part of the situation when you did that. And he just giving so much detail where you, like I said, if you just think, if you sit up here and you using your common sense, some of this can't be lies. Shit. You feel me? Like shit. It can't be. These guys got shot with 40s. And he say when they go look for the gun that they recover from out in the grass or out in the woods or wherever this gun was supposed to be thrown out at, it's covered in blood. And then he starts talking about this Tech 9. And I was like, they didn't get shot with no Tech 9. So you keep saying that you were looking for the Tech and they weren't worried about the Tech. They just were worried about the 40. Like, I think they said that to throw you off.
Can't find that Tech though. Quit leave that Tech though. We weren't gonna leave till we found that 40, but we'll quit leave that Tech though. How I said when people were telling me that Shaq and Drew got hit with 9mm, I was trying to find that Tech so I could see how many bullets was in there, because it was a full clip.
Again, this goes back to what I said in the beginning. This dude might know stuff. He might know bits and pieces because he done been around, but he hadn't been around long enough to, I said just like this, man. Had they not probably thrown you off with the Tech 9 and just like there was a drive-by or something like that, you probably would have suffered the same fate as Juve. What you mean by that, Trey? Juve ended up being a casualty of the situation because they just didn't want to leave no loose ends. I don't feel like Juve got killed because Juve was an issue. If you hear anybody talk about Juve, when you hear people say anything about Juve, Juve was a solid dude. Juve was cool.
Why, Chris? Why Juvie?
I'm gonna tell you straight up. What the streets say Juve got whacked, cause Juve was going to tell, and Juve wouldn't leave that side.
He was cool. Sack Chaser was the person who was more so of a problem for Melly. So I feel like they kind of left this dude out of the blind a little bit. And when they was out there looking for the Tech 9, it wasn't no Tech 9 to look for to begin with. That's just to throw you off, because if you start hitting around to things that you might like, you sniffing and you know something, we gotta get rid of you too.
So Juvie got whacked just for being there because he gonna tell. Whatever he would have seen, Juvie was gonna tell.
Juvie's a pretty stand-up guy?
Yeah, like Juvie, like I don't know if he was gonna tell, like people saying like he wasn't gonna tell the police, but he was gonna tell the streets. Now out here in the streets, don't nobody know who did it.
It's crazy, man. You know, and Fredo Bang being a part of it, 100K track, that's a whole nother video. If you know, you know. If you just to hear 100K track name come up and to know that from what this dude saying in the interrogation video, he was one of the people to go out and look for the murder weapon, and they never did find it.
To bring that bitch down this way, I tried to keep that bitch, but
who took it?
They manager. I don't know the nigga like that though, but the manager like, nah, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna get it right. I'm like, nigga, there ain't nothing wrong with it, bitch. Clean the blood off, feel me? Keep it like a regular pistol. They're like, nah, I'm gonna get rid of it. So I'm like, all right, whatever, bro.
It's a lot, man. And what I took from this whole interrogation, ultimately, me, if you just set all this aside and just ask why Melly did it, I think Melly may have had more motive than we realized and we understand.
What motive would Melly have to kill his two friends?
They just piss him off?
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Melly was on FaceTime, Melly like, y'all don't know, bro. Y'all don't know what Sack was doing to me. Y'all don't know what Sack was doing to me, bro. So I'm like, what you saying, bro? What you saying? Like, what the Sack was doing to you, nigga? Say it, nigga. And he don't never say, like, he just kept saying, y'all don't know what Sack was doing to me.
Do you think Sack was molesting him?
I don't know, bro. That's why I'm saying, I don't know what the Sack, bro.
How
Like,
could you molest an adult?
I don't know, but like, Sack bigger than Melly. You think Melly about this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sack about 6'5".
6'5".
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Sack beat up Bortland ass one time, had his ass crying. The other day, Sack did so much shit to them boys, why I could see the shit happening, you feel me? I could see them coming, cause he done did so much shit to them. You know what I'm saying? They done hit legs, and Bortland did the shit wrong with some shit, he done beat Bortland.
We ever get to the bottom of it? I don't know. But I think it was a real issue with Melly and Sack Chaser. So much so to the point where he just started to feel like I gotta get him gone. Like I can't have him around. And it's crazy to say that because Sack Chaser, like a lot of people would say, he was one of the people, you know, who started all this with the YNW, just whole movement. Like if it wasn't for him, it probably wouldn't be no Melly. It wouldn't be none of them. He was one of the ones that, like the originator of the whole little movement that they had down there in Florida. So part of me be feeling like, you know, had he just not been so overly aggressive and doing the things the way that he did them, I guess just throwing his weight around and bullying Melly or bullying these guys, whatever the fuck, you would understand, you know, his frustration a little bit. But just go do it the legal way. Take him to court and get what you feel like is rightfully yours. You can't be putting your hands on people just think you're going to Debo your way through every situation. Because this is a perfect example, too, of soon as a person gets some money, they'll get you gone. No matter how long y'all been close, no matter how long y'all been friends, it's like Sack Chaser and Juvie probably both would still be here had Melly not got rich enough to just think that he could commit a murder and go make a #1 song on the Billboard. Do it make it right that you probably still be bullying him in the hood somewhere? No, but at least y'all guys, you know, they still be alive and Melly wouldn't be in this bullshit. All this is crazy. I just say, like, man, I say all that to say this. I'm gonna close the video. Let this be a lesson learned. I always say that. Just let this be a lesson learned. Trust nobody. Can't trust nobody. Because I can sit up here and I can say all this stuff and like try to break down details as to why Melly might have had motive and all that stuff like that. But that still don't change the fact that if a person is willing to go that far and kill they two best friends allegedly for some money that ain't even $500,000. We talking about $250,000. I think it was like $200,000. Y'all were never friends. Y'all friendship ain't really held no value from the get-go to begin with. That's just me. That's just how I feel. I got friends, I got brothers that I love to death, and there's no amount of money in the world, no situation that I can put in, no road that this content take me down would make me get so deep into what I'm doing to where, like, if I can't get them around me, I just gotta kill them. No. Some people be messed up before they get money. Money just expose the intrusive thoughts. And I'm gonna end it on that. Melly versus Melvin. Intrusive thought. I'm gonna end it on that. If you stay to the end, man, hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment down below. Am I tripping? I do these videos from my own interpretation. What I take from content, what I take from other bloggers, and just, I could be wrong. These are just my opinion. But if I'm right, I like to know that I'm right. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. And if I'm wrong, man, just comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong. And keep it nice, you know. Don't be rude about it, because I'm open to a debate with anybody. I try to communicate and comment back and forth with people in the comments, because that's the only way I'm gonna build a core fan base up there. So if you talk to me and you being nice about it, we can agree to disagree. Just keep it nice. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Man, I'm out.
Damn,